Okay, hey guys, Shamrock Freddy. Today I'm just making a few minute video. It's not gonna be a long video. It might be around the same time as the plush videos usually are, but I'm just gonna actually go through the figures from my oldest to my newest. So let's go. Okay, so first up we have the original four. I will get to Golden Freddy after these guys, just because I have the main four first, because they're the main characters that started the franchise. So we're going to be going over Freddy first, then obviously Bonnie, Chica, Foxy, the order they all go in. So, let's take a look at Freddy, and start this video. Okay, so I know what you guys are thinking when you see Freddy. Why is he missing a hand, all scratched up, and he's missing his leg entirely? Well, today when I was trying to get everyone for filming, I lost his leg, his thigh. So I'm using a Nightmare Foxy from years back. I have a spare Foxy leg laying around, so I'm using that because I was at school one day and I lost his leg. His arm, I do not know what happened to that. The scratches are just from being old. I do not take care of these guys. I'm kind of sad that I didn't, but I was younger while having these, so I'm sorry, Freddy. But anyway, this is like a full rundown look at Freddy. He was one of my favorites until I first lost his foot. That was this was the first thing I lost of him. But other than that, I do like the model that Funko used for him. So that's a look at Freddy. Now we're gonna have a look at Bonnie. Okay, so next we have Bonnie. And these are all beat up. Foxy and Golden Freddy are my only two that are gonna be actually pretty nice. But Bonnie, I did this on purpose with that marker there, just because I did like a Squid Game thing. I might make a video with the plushes doing that, but this is from a Squid Game I used with these, and I lost his thigh. I didn't lose it, but when I bought him at the store, his joint did not work. It was bent up and it would not stay on, so I had to replace it. I have all his limbs and everything. His ears broke, because you know how Bonnies are with the ears if you're rough with them. I mess with these a lot, like really roughly, so... Again, he's the same model as Freddy. He has a little bunny tail. Do wish it was white and not purple. But they have all his colors right. Again, the scratches. I like the dust detail they have on him. That's really all I can say about him. He has the same kind of model as Freddy, except for the head. I think they actually might have the same head. Let's see. Do they have the same head mold? Oh, they do. I never noticed that. Huh. Well, that's a rundown look at Bonnie, and let's move on to Chica. Okay, so here's Chica. She is my most destroyed, because she was my first of the FNAF one to get. So, this just snapped. This whole arm I lost. Everything scratched up. She's really ruined. I don't use her much when I mess with these guys. I don't really use them. The FNAF 1, so they're not... I use Foxy more. Her hair, I took the last two off because it looked really ugly having them. The back, if you look at the back of her, she looks really clean, and then you turn her around, and she's all ruined. Her bib's scratching off, has an old Freddy joint from a previous Freddy. She has clay in her eyes from when I messed with them like that. This is just, I like that. I put blood there on her toes to make her look like she was killing, like, kids. Because she's obviously doing that, like, with Night Guard. I don't really have much to say about her, so I'm just gonna move on to Foxy. There's not much to say about her, so... Okay, so here is Foxy. He, as you can see, at first glance, he's not as ruined as the others. The nose randomly broke. I forget how. He's again, really old. This is the re-released Foxy, because my old one broke completely on his legs when I got him. He was really, like, not posable. He was stuck. And then his ear broke. I dropped him down the stairs on accident, and they were wood, with nails sticking out of them for some odd reason. The house was broken up, but that happened, and, well, he's not as ruined. He's really actually one of my favorites of my figures and everyone I have. This is going to be a really long video, just so you guys know, because I have, like, customs, a couple of them. I have, like, 3-4 other sets of these things. Of figures. None of them are in the box. I will get more. Like, I found live wires from the AR ones at Walmart and GameStop, and a bunch of the AR ones, so I might get some more to have some extras. Maybe I'll sell them. Who knows? You might find some online. But, yeah, this is just about Foxy so far right now. But he's just scratched up and he's missing his nose and ear. Other than that, he is completely in good condition. Besides those two things and the scratches, he is really nice. No joints have broken, surprisingly. Nothing's cracked or snapped. Like, it's actually, he's really flexible. Though I bought him off of Amazon, too, so I'm surprised it came in like this. But that's all I have to say about Foxy, the fan favorite. You know, he's always my favorite character. Okay, now moving on to Golden Freddy. Okay, so here's Golden Freddy. He is in complete perfect condition. He just has a little scratch there, but he is completely in good condition. I take really good care of him. Only thing I don't like about him is when I wiggle this leg, I'm not going to do it because I have one hand to control this guy. But I just have to, like, move it, kind of. I can't really move him, but his legs are really loose, so it's hard to control this. His her arm joints actually stay on his head. I never took his head off once. So. But here's like a little turnaround of him. He is really in good condition. He's still a remake of Freddy, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time explaining him, but he is really cool to have. I'm lucky I got him. I got him like a couple months ago. Again, re-released. So, moving on to the next wave is Pizzeria Sim, just because I do not have a lot of these figures, so it skips right over, so we're dealing with this. Okay, to Pizzeria Sim, I only have one of these characters. I have another, but it's used for a custom. This is really beat up. I got him when I got Golden Freddy at the same time. I ordered them. These ears broke. His arm works, I just don't know where it is. That broke on the stairs, again, like Foxy. But, he's not a favorite. I don't have much to say about Pigpatch. I do like they gave him a tail, but there's not much for me to say about him. So I'm just gonna use like 30 seconds of him. And I'll just skip to the next one, which I'm gonna use Curse of Dreadbear, which is next. Okay, so again, like Pizzeria Sim, there's only one Curse of Dreadbear I have. I used to have Dreadbear, Pirate Foxy, Glitch Trap, and Jackal-Bonnie. This is Jackal-Bonnie's arm. His waist snapped. I didn't mean for it to happen, but it snapped off, and I can't get it back on. Glitch Trap, his joint broke, and Dreadbear, my friend has him. He's borrowing him for a little. So, right now, until I get Dreadbear back, he's the only one I have. He's really cool. I wish they made him sooner, and that he was completely transparent. That would have been my dream to see him like that. The metal on his legs, that could stay like that. Just, I wish the full body was transparent. That would be actually really nice. But now I'm going to put him down to the side like the others of FNAF 1 and Pizzeria Sim. And we are going to be moving on to Security Breach. So, let's go. Okay, so first up, I have Shamrock Chica for Security Breach. I put this on her on purpose, on this red and black on her hands, so it looked like blood and some scratches to make it look good during the night. Some blood in her eye as clay. She's really flexible. I like that her waist can actually move. The others can too, but she's actually the most flexible besides Vanny. She is really clean except for the blood stuff I said I put on her and her hands. I think it's one, yeah, right there. And some dirt on her as texture. But other than that, this is a really good figure. I'm not gonna lie, it is really nice. I love this figure. They could have done better on the face. They could have reused a beak like with Toy Chica. Later, you'll see High School Toy Chica. They could have used her beak mold. They could have waited and then just made a new beak. Just took a little more time for it. And it would have looked good. Like, with more point on the tip here. To go up and not have the nose nostrils all here. Because they're like more down with Chica. But I'm not complaining too much about this. It's a really nice figure. Just again, the face. But that's all I have to say about her. Moving on to Roxanne. Okay, now moving on to Roxy. She is, again, these glam rocks are in pretty good condition. Just scratches here and there, and then a little bit of clay on them when I was younger. The lipstick got scratched. I can repaint that. I could get some paint at the dollar store or something and just paint it back on to make her look nice. But I don't want to. I wanted to keep it original and make her look like she's been, like, through stuff. I like that they gave them the claws here, like on the hands. If the camera will focus. Like, they gave her the claws there, the claws on her feet. Like, I like that they actually gave them to them. Sad they didn't, like, give, Shamrock Freddy's figure claws on the hands. You'll see that later, but sadly I didn't give it to him. But Foxy is actually my favorite Glamrock animatronic plushie. Well, figure. I accidentally called it a plushie. I get confused, okay? Sorry. I get really confused. There's a lot of merch, so it's easy to get confused. But the tufts are supposed to be at the top, not side to side. That's a mess up. She's supposed to have piercings in her ear, but I don't think they knew that. I think it was based on an earlier model of Roxanne. But that's all I have to say. So now we're gonna move on to Monty. How do you feel about that, Foxy? Okay, here's Vanny. Monty, I know it's out of order, but Monty will come after this. I wouldn't count this as a custom. I just colored on it. My only Glamrock Freddy I did use as custom, though, so he's not in this video. I will show him in a private video, like, separated, because he's still in the making of being custom made. So he's not in this, but Vanny is, because she doesn't really count as being custom. She's just colored on. Like, some blood here and there, looks like some oil, you know, more blood, more, like, animatronic oil. Like, you know, because she has, like, burn trap in the basement, so it'll be oil stuff there. Blood from kids, all that stuff. Just a marker on it. Her nose got scratched up, so she's really messed up, but her joints are in really good condition. Like, she's not broken at all. That's all I have to say about Vanny. Moving on to Monty. Okay, so here's Monty. He's my second favorite. I don't have a third favorite. He's my second favorite out of the Glamrocks. Just his head, it's a Funtime Freddy mold remake with a longer snout. If you look at it like this, you can see it's just a Funtime Freddy head remake. That's all they really used, if you look at it from all angles. You can probably agree, because I have a Funtime Freddy head. If I sit him down, go over here, I do have a Funtime Freddy head. He's really messed up, though. You can see if I turn the heads, it's the same mold that they used for this. So, he's not entirely new. But these hands and arms, like, and the shoulder pads, these are all new. The legs are new. The tail mold, wish it could move. But it's really hard to make that happen. New glasses. He does not have pupils. I don't know why, but he does not have pupils. But overall, he's a really good character. I'm not gonna lie. He's really nice. I like to give him his belt and everything. But there's no really flaws with this. He looks mostly accurate. Just the nose nostrils aren't colored in, and there's no purple line of like a lightning bolt on his face. But other than that, he's spot on. Okay, moving on to the AR, and then there's just gonna be customs after that, and we're done with this video. Okay, so first up we have Livewire Toy Freddy. He was not hard for me to find. I found him, like, in store, but my dad ended up ordering him online, so I didn't get him there. I got two of these guys, like, 2 figures from AR online, and the rest I found in the stores. But he is one of the online ones. I actually did not expect him to be real, but he is, like, nice and shiny. These are new. I take care of these ones. I love them. He's my favorite out of all of them. But yeah, if you turn around and look at him, he is really nice and, like, glossy, all shiny and stuff, you know, that good stuff. But he is a really good design character. I hope they go back and make the actual toy animatronics, maybe the Wizards too. But I really love that they actually made a whole new mold for this. Like, I like that they're making the Aeons, but also I heard they're making Five Nights at Candy's merch. I hope they make figures, because they're already making, like, little U2s, they're making plushies. I hope they make figures. I would love to see a Candy the Cat figure be made, or blank or something. Like, that would be cool. And then, like, a little build-a-figure of the rat or the cat. That'd be cool. But we're getting off topic. Anyway, going back to this, I'm going to go to Toy Bonnie next. So, okay, so next we have Toy Bonnie. Well, Sister Mary Toy Bonnie. Gotta get the name right, you know. And he was my favorite. I was in a movie theater and his ear broke in my pocket. So I have his ear. It's somewhere in my room, I think. I have to remember where. I think it's in this bin of parts right over there. The security reach on it, but what's it called? He is the other one I got online, like Toy Freddy. Again, a really nice character. Love the tail. I can't tell if you look inside. I'm gonna shine him at the light. Let's see if you could see if there's like I think there's an endoskeleton they put in him. It looks like they put an endo in him. But yeah, not much to say about him. These are all just different designs from FNAF AR. I love the game. I'm gonna be playing it after this video. I'll leave in the description of the video, I will leave my friend code. If you want to trade, comment. If you want to add me, just add me. It'll be in the comments and the description. So, let's move on to Toy Chica. Okay, here's High Score Toy Chica. And, again, this is going to be one of my longest videos. She is, like, really... can't really describe it, but she is a really nice model they used. I don't like that her parts, like her arms are really skinny, and then her thighs and her feet are really, like, wide. Her head, they could have used for Glamrock Chica. They really could have used this whole head mold, just take the cheeks away and the hair. But the head mold would have been beautiful for Glamrock Chica's model. But anyway, there's not much to say about her. I like they did the bib thing where it says high score. Love that they have the accuracy with the lines on it and everything for detail. And the little squares, if you can see them, for her detail on it. Hard to see her teeth and her cheeks though, but if you get them in the light, you can see it. I can't really show these to glow. I don't know if they will glow. They haven't been in sunlight to be able to, but yeah, that's her. So moving on to Radioactive Foxy. Okay, this video is dragging on way too long, so I'm just gonna go through this very quickly. He has the only difference is he's original Foxy, so I don't have to go through him, which is nice. But he just has a different hook. Obviously, he has the see-through. He has different eyes. His ears are more flexible by a little bit. Like, he's shorter. I can tell you that. And then you can see if I lift him up in the light, he has a endoskeleton completely inside of him, which it'll be nice if I think they might have did that as an Easter egg. Funko probably should make a endo CPU. Sorry, endo figure. Thinking of FNAF AR for a minute. Because that would be very cool to have like flamethrower endo. That could be, if Funko watches this, video idea right there. Like, this is a new video idea. I can make a custom. But as you can see, Livewire's here. He's next. But that's Foxy for you. Move him. There's just a pile of bodies here, though. So, like you saw at the end of Foxy, there is Livewire Toy Freddy. He is an exclusive to Walmart. I found a lot of him. He's still everywhere in stores. Little spin thing. I have him in perfect condition because, again, he is an exclusive. I want him to be beautiful, so he is in perfect condition. All these guys really are. I don't really let anything happen to the AR ones. He's really ugly though. He is very ugly. I might make a custom with him sometime. I might not I might make that Shadow Toy Freddy. He's not real, but he's like in videos for people that make them. Hopefully he got corn or some cheese for his teeth. Anyway, we're gonna move on to Toxic Springtrap. So here's Toxic Springtrap. He is really nice. I do love him. He is my favorite AR, like the second favorite. First one being Toy Freddy. The VR one, not Livewire. Livewire is ugly in my opinion. You guys think what you think. But I like this. He has this. My original Springtrap figure, his legs, he was the re-release one, but his legs were like really big. They would not stay on. And his arm joints, you don't even want to know my stress with that. But he looked like he got a potato for a nose at this point. And he was one of my favorite FNAF AR skins. He's like my second favorite as well in there. But that's all I have to say about him, so I'm going to sit him into the pile, and let's continue. Okay, now the final AR figure I need, not need, but I have, is Shamrock Freddy, the only other exclusive. He's the rarest figure I have. I have his microphone, which is surprising. I lose a lot of that stuff. But he is in perfect condition. The scratches are supposed to be there with him. But he is in perfect condition. Nice and flexible. You can move him, obviously. But he's more flexible than the original Freddy and Golden Freddy. He's way more flexible than them. So that's one good thing about him. But I don't have too much to say about this guy, unless, because he's, again, a remake of Freddy. The only difference is the chains, the scratches, and the hat. Other than that, you can see they obviously painted over Freddy to make this guy. So that's all I have to say about him. And really, that's all I have to say. So this is the last guy. Tomorrow I'll make a video of the customs, because this video drags on way too long. So I'm not making another slot for the customs.